What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Spot Podcast again. We here with a familiar face.
Hi, everybody.
Miss Nikki. Y'all don't remember Miss Nikki?
She's back.
She's back. You know what I'm saying? But this time as a guest again.
Yay!
We're here to talk about her Cuties and Cupcake party bus. She has been very, very successful recently.
Yes.
And we gotta keep that. We gotta keep that progress going for her.
Oh man,
keep that platform, keep that media, everything rolling for her. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
So, Nikki, right off back, I want to tell you, I'm really proud of you.
Oh my God, thank you, Brandon.
I am.
I love it.
And the reason for it is because I've watched. From your socials.
Right.
I watched you grow since,
right.
It's been what, like 4 months now?
Well, it was since the last interview we did was in April. And then I came after that and started doing.
No, our last interview was in June.
I thought it was April. I literally went back and watched. I told you I've been watching. I went and watched. It was in April.
April was when we first started.
I know. I was your first guest.
Oh, you talking about that? You talking about that interview?
Yes.
Oh, see, I was lost. I was like, yeah. I had to catch on what I had to catch what you was talking about.
Literally.
I know, right? That's funny.
No, it was literally in April. I was the first guest on the show that you had, and then after that, I started coming co-hosting with you, and then I took a hiatus. August. To go and focus on the business, and since then, man, it's been rolling, man. I have nothing but good things to say. I'm like, this
so tell us about
beyond the dream.
Tell us about it. Come on, the new things that's been going on.
Oh my gosh,
the new ventures, the new ideas that you've been going on. Better yet, the events that you've been participating in.
Yeah, actually, so I've done a women's empowerment summit. I did that in October for Small Business Month. I have done some stuff with collabs with a couple companies. So Love Bug Kids, shout out to them. Did some things with their boutique. Parties just keep rolling. Parties, sleepovers. I've done a lot. I mean, I've literally just went from kind of like, it was like a novice to now I'm kind of like intermediate. That's what I feel like. I feel like I'm starting to step into that realm of like being. So
you're getting a little more comfortable.
I do. I feel more of like an expert now. Like I'm really starting to understand it. I know how to do balloons way better than I used to. I used to be really terrible at it. If you go back down my Instagram to my first balloon garland I ever did, it was like, what the hell? Like, and you look up now, fast forward, I've advanced. I've learned techniques and I've studied YouTube videos and other balloon artists and like really tried to perfect the craft so that when I do it for somebody, like it's professional. You know what I'm saying? So man, I just been really like grinding. I created my own pop-ups with Just Pecans, which was another guest that you had shortly after me. Yep. And me and hers were doing pop-ups at the park. We were kind of getting our brands out there.
So tell me about these pop-ups. How do you work the pop-up?
We go to public parks. So public parks, you can put on parties. You can do events there without having permits and stuff. So we would go and actually set up. So she would set up her whole, her tents and everything with all of her products and everything. And I put the bus out there. And we would just promote. I mean, we would literally shout out people. I would pull my microphones out and literally turn my sound all the way up and be like, hey, like, come over here. Come check out the party bus. And while you're at it, get a snack. Just pecans. And she would do the same thing. Or she would send people to the bus. Like, people would come over to get pecans. She'd be like, oh, and by the way, check out Cuties and Cupcakes on your way out, you know, and vice versa. So we were bouncing off each other. And I kind of felt like in the midst of us doing that, it was like more instant gratification for her than me because she would sell product right then.
I see.
Mine was more long term, like take a card, take a tour of the bus. If you have a birthday coming up or an event coming up, then I would be something you would reference back. But it was more so putting us into people's minds as an option.
Yeah.
So that later on, when they did need somebody to do a party or they were looking for something different for their kids, they would go back to me. Or they have my card on hand to kind of be like, let me go check out this bus that I saw, you know. So that was a great promotional tool for me. And then honestly, I've just been being invited to a lot of things. Like, people will literally say, hey, do you want to do this? I've done a couple of party collaborations with influencers on Instagram. And I've had a lot of people say, hey, well, do you want to trade for content versus you doing an actual paid party and I'll promote your business for you? So I've done some of that, which has helped a lot because a lot of these people have large social platforms.
Yeah.
So, 60,000 followers and 12,000 and, I'm my little 900 and whatever. So I'm like, hell yeah, I'll do it. I have the tools, so it's been just that, like really a grind. I did the news.
Yep.
I went on Channel 3.
That was awesome.
Man, that was an experience. That was like whole next level. Like I knew like when I did that, I was about to go to a whole nother plateau with it. Like, all right, we about to go up now from here. And
you ain't got no other way to go.
Exactly. After that, and it was dope because the sister that actually saw it, she received the email. It was a black lady that did, and she just thought it was such a dope idea. She's like, we got to get her on the show. We got to book her to come on the morning news. So I went in the morning, and literally my kids were going to school as I was doing it, and they got to watch me on the news, and I promoted my business for like 3 minutes. And some people were saying like, hey, when you get on the news, like it's gonna blow up, people gonna be calling you right then. Didn't quite happen that way. It was more like real slow, and I was like, damn, okay, did it work? Did people see it? Did it actually do anything? Right. And then, like, shortly after that, man, it's like boom, 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 like that. And November was, like, super slow. So I was kind of like, maybe. I mean, I never felt it was in vain. I never was like, oh, I shouldn't have done it. But I did feel like I thought it was going to be a different response at first because it was something different. It was something new. I was like, this is, dope. So they're going to be on it.
Much larger platform.
Yeah, and 2 million people watch that morning news show. Like they're literally watching in the morning, getting ready for work and stuff. So I'm thinking, oh, this is going to be huge for me. And it was kind of like, like that. And I was like, all right. But I felt at the end of the day, it was an accomplishment because it was something I set out to do. Like, hey, I'm going to do a press release. I'm going to send it to every news station in Vegas that I feel like I could possibly get on to do some promotion for. And that's free promotion. That's free advertisement for your business. No matter how, if 2 people see it, whether 60,000, whatever. So, and they got back to me. And it was just really dope for me. And, shout out to my friend Monique for like really helping me get my table together, like helping me to get that whole thing set up because I didn't know how to put a table together. I didn't know how to do any of that.
Right.
And she kind of was like, oh, I know how to do that.
I got the skills, girl. Let me
so I've had like, it's been a village type of thing. Yeah. Like people taking me under their wing or people with certain skill sets like helping me and saying, well, I know how to do this thing, or I know how to make a press release, or I know how to do this, or I know a place where you can get cards from, or you can get a banner from, with that kind of collaboration with different people who just want to see me win or want to support me. That has really helped propel me to the next level. So it's just growing. That's what I see. Like I just see the growth and the progression. So we've been working. I mean, we've just even when it looks like it, because we go dark for weeks at a time and you won't see a post and there won't be any parties.
Nah.
I do go dark. I go dark and you'll be like, damn, where's Cuties and Cupcakes? They not doing nothing. And then all of a sudden it's like a influx of stuff. And then I'm posting. So I go dark for a while. Then I pop back up again. And I'm like, I'm back in your,
I ain't gonna lie
feeds, y'all.
I feel you on that because I'm a dark as hell on there too. You see it. All of a sudden, he ain't did nothing in a long time. Right. And bam. At first, I didn't know what you're talking about. Like, well, nah.
Go dark.
Well, for you, I'm like, I don't know, because I'm always seeing your posts. But then at the same time, the other thing is since I'm not always on there, which I should be more
so, especially with this platform.
Right. Mm-hmm. And so, but when I do go on there, that's when I start seeing all these posts. I'm like, but when you say you go dark, I'm like, no, because I always see your posts. I don't understand.
I go dark.
But I don't never look at the dates.
Yeah, and that's the thing. It could be 6 weeks ago. Or,
it could have been. And on Facebook and IG, they may show you something that was that old, and you just have to refresh it. It tells you, oh, you caught up.
Now I'm right. That was 2 months ago.
Right, and I'm like, oh dang, I missed a lot. I do that because I sit there and be like, oh dang, I missed a lot. Next thing you know, I'm sitting there liking them all,
liking everything. I know it's like going all the way down.
You see a whole list on your notification, like from the same person.
Exactly, and I'm like, they didn't see that I was behind. 2 months
but the other thing too, I do also see that with Facebook, they may not see it.
Yeah,
it may take a while, and you're like, damn, I posted a couple weeks ago, and you're just not seeing. Yeah, that's the first time it showed it to me.
Yeah,
so. I think those timelines are weird.
Well, it depends on what you watch too. Like a lot of stuff depends on like they go by the algorithm of what you're watching.
Yeah.
And if it doesn't really kind of coincide with that, then they won't put that on your feed. So unless you follow a person actively and you're kind of like clicking on their stuff all the time and it's like, okay, we're going to always show you their posts. But if you're really not paying attention to everybody's posts, it's like, well, you might not catch my posts. But I mean, for me, I appreciate the support. Anytime somebody likes my stuff, anytime that people comment on my stuff, I'm always like, I appreciate it. I try to comment back.
The big thing too is it brings you up higher on the list of trending.
Right.
So that's always what you want to aim for. You know what I'm saying? So
you just want more eyes on it.
You want more eyes on it.
I just want people to know that it's there and it's an option. So but it's been dope, man. Like for me, man, it's just been it's been a crazy ride. That's all I can say. Because Cuties and Cupcakes is a thought. It was a thought. That was all it was at first. It was just a manifestation of something in my head. Right. And I was like, man, like, I want to do it.
But look where it's at now, though.
Man, it's this whole thing. It's the whole pandemonium.
So let me ask you now. Now that you have this prosperous business.
Yep.
Now, do you feel like you have an obligation to it?
I mean, I don't feel like it's an obligation. I do feel like there's a responsibility to the brand itself to give a certain level of like quality and creativity. Okay. That's what I feel. Like I don't feel I'm obligated to the business. Because I feel like the point of starting it was for me not to feel obligated to anything, to feel more
But it's
free.
Your own though.
It is mine. But I do feel like there's a responsibility because it's mine. Mm-hmm. For there to be a certain standard to hold to. Right. And there's no obligation for me, but it's like a responsibility to be as creative as possible, to be as, as on point as possible in regards to like what quality of service, in regards to the luxury, in regards to, the actual experience itself. That I feel responsible to, because at the end of the day, like, I'm not doing that necessarily for the customer, though I'm doing it for them. But everything I do is because of me. So the way the bus looks, the decorations, the way the party goes, everything that I do is because it's my standard. Like, I do it based off what I want to see, based off how I feel. Like, when I walk away from that party and I be like, I killed that shit. That's how I want to feel. And It's me. It's not, I don't do it for them. They don't really have an expectation for me. That's what's dope about it, is that I come to the people's home and like I always exceed that. They're like, I didn't know what to expect. It was better than I expected. Oh, this was amazing. But for me, it's like, well, that's my standard for me. So I don't feel obligated. I just feel a responsibility to a certain level of quality, certain level of service, and just for my parties to be dope as they can be, because I'm there for the kids. Like, I'm really not there. The money is a great asset. It's definitely needed. Anytime you start a business, that's the goal, is to make money. What I'm saying? But really, to be real, I enjoy the children. I enjoy the connection. I enjoy like really working with kids, because kids are dope. They're pure. They don't have a lot of judgment.
Supposedly.
Well, they're pure until somebody taints that. But
supposedly the little brats is bad. God damn it! No, I'm kidding.
Kids are man. They're like something else. I mean, they'll tell you the truth. Like, they will. What I like about kids is they don't do sugarcoat. They don't. They'll tell you if it's whack, they're gonna be like, "This is some bullshit." Yeah, they'll be like, "I don't like that. That's bullshit. This was whack. This was the worst party I ever had." And if it's dope, they're gonna say, "Best party ever."
You gonna see them eyes light up.
Yeah. Or this is or what?
That facial expression is what gets me. The kids' facial expressions, and that's why I love kids. And
kids are dope, man.
Yeah, they are.
They're really dope. So I'm there for that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've done a couple free parties for kids. Like, a little girl recently had, her mom and her family just moved here from Arizona. They're having a hard time, and her mom was like, "Hey, man, I really want to do something for my daughter. Can you guys just send her a birthday card? Because we don't have a lot." And I saw the post and I was moved by that. And I was like, man, you know what? We want to do a party for your daughter. Is that something you'd be interested in doing? She's like, well, we can't really afford to pay for a party for her on the bus, but I love the concept. And I was like, no, we're going to do it for free. And literally we pulled up at a park, me and my daughter, and we did that. And I mean, it made her birthday. Her and her sister. It was just two kids. You know what I'm saying? But for me, that's what it's about. Like, at the end of the day, you see a situation where a child could have a certain experience and you leave an imprint like that. That's what I want it to be about. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, the money's great, but that's it. The imprint.
What matters more? And that's what I'm saying. That's what matters more. So,
no, that's what matters more to me.
You know, is that. So, yeah, you know, and you know, I feel you on that because I feel like that, you know, working in surgery.
Right.
You know, I'm like, yo, I love it. So this is why I do it. You know? But, that is beautiful. And, too, just to see, you know, their facial expressions, the smile is on their face. That's what I also like.
Oh, yeah.
And from going through your social feeds, everybody in them pictures are smiling. and
they have fun.
You know,
we turn up.
That's a beautiful thing, though. Yeah. Because you're making everybody smile, and they're going to remember that.
Oh, yeah. It's a memory, long lasting.
Long lasting.
You know what I'm saying? Like imprints. That's what I want. I want to create impressions, you know, where kids have these memories, you know, because we all have that. You know, you go back into your memories as a kid and you're like, man, remember that time? Moments. Yeah, like, remember that time when I went to the skating rink and I did da-da-da. And it's like, that's going to be one of the things with
remember that
kids.
Time we was on the spa bus?
Thank you.
And I just felt like a queen that day.
Thank you. Like, and we had roads.
And I seen my mom do it and now I'm doing it. And it was like so great.
That's it. Yeah. That's one of those things. Like, it's an imprint moment where it's like you're never gonna let that go. That's in your subconscious. To me, that's what it's about, man. That's what makes it freaking dope. Like,
yeah, and they'll probably sit there and come up with some kind of idea for like that for their kids when they get a. You know what?
We should do.
You know what? Mm-hmm. I remember having this party bus party one time when I was a kid.
Yep.
And you know what? I'm gonna take my daughter to go and have a party bus, party on a party bus or something, So you're absolutely right. That imprint, it matters.
Yeah.
And well, it matters to some. Not everybody, I will say that, because there's some people out there just absolutely don't care about what they do.
True.
And they don't care about how people feel. They just want your money.
Well, yeah, but
I mean, we want the money, but at the end of the day,
we want the money, but I feel like I've never been that person anyway.
Right, but it people would be like, yo, it was more genuine.
Yeah, and I think that's the thing too. Like, when you meet me or when you interface with me, like as far as the parents go, like you see that too. Like, you get that vibe. Like, oh, she really loves what she's doing, and she cares about the kids, and she loves the kids. Yeah, and like the kids respond to me very well.
Yeah, I see that too.
Are
that's
super
really
comfortable.
Cool.
Like the parents be like, all right, they be like, all right, girl, I'm about to go in the house. We'll be back. Exactly. We'll be back in 10 minutes, and it's like, I just met you 5 minutes ago, but you already get the sense that I'm good with what I do and I'm passionate about the children and that I'm coming from a genuine place. So the comfort level is there immediately. And I'm like, I love that. Like, I want them to feel that. Like, I'm here to service your kids and have fun with them and to give them a dope experience, but my heart is in the right place. I'm bringing my children. So you already know, like, this is a family thing. This is what we do. So I just want them to get that whole vibe, like, from what we do and what we present. So it's been cool, man. It's beautiful.
So what you got planned coming up?
Oh shit. Let's see. What do we have planned? Well, we are booked all December. We have no openings.
so what days do you do this on?
On the weekends, because
so you only do it on the weekends?
I don't only do it on the weekends, but most of the time that's when people book it.
Okay, right.
Kids are in school. Summertime is a little different because people are out of school.
Right.
So you can do weekdays as well. But we're open pretty much anytime. You know what I'm saying?
So during the school year, it's mostly on
the weekends. Yeah.
I got you. Plus you got your own kids. So.
And I have my own kids as well. So they have school and
all you those take care of that.
Yeah. So I try to balance it. But like last week, I did a party on a Friday. And, like, my kids had school, and the little girl had school, and so I had to,
So was this a party during the day, or was it later on?
It was during the day. It was at 3:30. So my kids get out at 3.
Like, they just got out of school.
Literally, and they were coming from school to the party.
Yo, I can see that feeling now, girl. It's Friday. We going to a party.
Coming straight from school, going to the party bus.
You got them kids wilding out.
It was fun. We had a good time, and it was funny because we did it at a customs shop where you do like wraps. Customs,
like what?
Like a customs for cars. Like
they
put the lights on.
Yeah.
They planned it there. So I went to a custom shop and did it there, and like on the side, like in the red zone, and like parked right.
That was kind of good though, if you think about it.
It really was, because people were driving past.
Exactly.
A lot of traffic.
A lot of advertisement right there, yo.
So we were right on the side of the, street, and then the kids came. They were showing up, and literally we, was like out there, out in the streets. I don't know. What does that say? You can't see it.
I can't see. You know me, girl. We ain't got that big TV in here no more, not yet. And I ain't got my glasses, so I'm like, shit. It's like, can't see. Somebody's saying something.
Somebody commented.
Somebody's commenting. I don't know. I gotta see. I can't see.
I'm trying to go to it, but no, because I can't see either. My vision is
terrible. Yep, my vision is terrible too. Look, sorry guys.
My daughter really enjoyed her Halloween party. Hey!
See, look at that, yo.
Yeah. All right. I believe that is Andrea, and she and I did her daughter's party 2 years in a row. So or maybe that's Monique.
We can't see, guys, so please forgive
Monique. Us. That's who that is, because I did Meadows' party this year, which is her daughter.
Oh yeah,
yes, it was so much fun. She turned 4.
Oh, that's
we had a freaking blast, man. So I've done a lot of like smaller kids, and then I've done a couple older children lately. So I've been doing a nice little balance, because we do from 3 to 16, but I've been kind of going up in scale, like 12 and 11 and 13-year-olds.
Really?
And then we did a Christmas event on Sunday.
Well, tell me about this.
This was with St. Jude Ranch, which is out in Boulder City. They have a foster program where they basically they rehabilitate foster kids, and then also what they do is, like, a lot of times with foster families, they separate the siblings. So what they do is bring the siblings back together, and allow them to kind of be in the same
that's
space.
so stupid to separate the siblings.
I agree. But they do it just because it's hard to place brothers and sisters sometimes, things of that nature. So what St. Jude does is they tend to put them together, try to place them together, and try to create a space where they can be with their siblings, especially when they're displaced from their parents. So I was asked by a former flight attendant, could I come and participate and do the spa portion, which we did. Had a blast. An amazing event, met some dope kids, man, that would have probably never gotten an opportunity to do something like that.
Right.
Got to do their nails and do their makeup and talk to them a little bit. One girl just came, actually, I just want to chill with y'all on the party bus. Can I just sit here and vibe with y'all? So we're listening to Afro beats, eating Christmas cookies, just having a good old time, like, until, you know what I'm saying? So
making them feel normal.
Yeah, it was just, it was a vibe, man. And I talked to her about school, and I was like, so, what's grade are you in? And like, what do you want to do? And she's like, yeah, I want to be, she actually wanted to be a carpenter. That's what she told me she wanted to do. She's like, I'm really good with my hands, and I enjoy creating and making things. And I was like, that's dope. Like, come on, sis. Do it.
That sounds awesome.
Yeah. So we were just sitting and chopping it up. She's in 9th grade. She was like, yeah, I just left middle school, and you know what I'm saying, I'm in high school, so it feels like I went back down in tier, because, I was like, that's how it works. I was like, 8th grade's the top, and then 9th grade, you pretty much go back down.
You at the bottom of the totem pole until you become a senior. You got 4 years
exactly.
left.
I was
Good luck.
Crabs in a bucket kind of thing.
It really is.
So she was like super dope, and she was, just a cool little girl. And I just enjoyed myself so much vibing with them, because in those situations, you have kids that are just so humble, and they really appreciate what you're doing, because they're like, man, this is just something I would never experience otherwise.
Right.
So it's like, man, just to be in the presence of that, or just to be able to see me, somebody who looks like them, somebody who is, a representation of that, you know what I'm saying? And they can be like, hey, I can do that too. Or I could go and create my own business too. Or,
sure enough.
And just meeting different business owners that were just in awe of some of the things that I was doing. Like, one dude was, he owned a beauty supply, and he came on the bus, and he's like, whose bus is this? And, the other lady, she was a flight attendant. I was talking to her. She was like, me, but she was joking. And I was like, yeah, it's hers. And then she's like, no, it's her. And he was like, I just want to tell you, like, what you're doing with the kids, man, it's beautiful. It's dope. I want to donate some things to your business and help you. And he was like, I just love the fact that you set something up for them, because nobody really appeals to that demographic. People leave that one kind of just
that's mostly because when you think about it, they don't have the money.
Well, that, and then Vegas is not really like set up for kids. You know what I'm saying? Vegas is so
it's set up for the adults.
For adults. This is their playground, you know. But there's a whole market of people that are overlooked.
Untapped.
Kids. Exactly.
Untapped market right there.
Kids are just overlooked. And the people that have been smart enough to tap into it, they kind of go into the same business. Like, hey, we're going to go into Jumpy House, or we're going to do, you know, this or whatever. Yeah. Or even the gaming people. They were like, let's get on the gaming bus train. But nobody was like, man, what about little girls? You know, what about, and that's such that's such a damaged demographic, just socially, economically. Man, women are just constantly being beaten down about, you know, from the physical, you know, standards of what we're supposed to look like, what we're supposed to do. We're constantly attacked. You know what I'm saying? In that way. And it's just like such a patriarchal mentality about certain things. So even when people create businesses, they kind of always go toward boys first.
Yeah.
And I feel like, especially on the West Coast, in my opinion, and I'm like, well, dang, y'all don't have nothing for girls. Y'all don't have anything for girls here. And so when I, you know, looked at Sanaa, I was like, man, look, somebody need to do this. Like, I don't know who it is, but somebody. And then here go my mama, seed planting again, talking about some, hey, you need to do that. And I was like, you know what? I think I'm going to do it. Let's go.
Okay, I'll do it.
Let's go. Like, fuck it. Like, why not me? You know what I mean? So here I am, you know, 2 years in, man. I'll be 2 years in January on the 13th.
Oh. That's when you got the bus out of the shop, right?
No, that's when, like, that the anniversary of my first party was July the 3rd. The anniversary of me actually starting my business, my LLC, putting it into actual legality on paperwork, was on January the 13th of 2020.
Okay. She got 2 anniversaries there.
I do.
And she named them. She said the January 13th is when we conceived the thought.
That is when the thought became a reality.
It was birthed
into existence.
And then we got July.
And then July was when I physically manifested my first party, and now we went from there. And we've been rocking ever since, you know. I'm just
July of
2020.
2020.
Mm-hmm. That was the first party I ever did. I even remember the little girl's name. It was Dazani. Dazani. I remember every kid.
There like the water?
Not like Dasani. Dazani. Dazani.
Oh, okay. I was like, Dazani. They really named her after a bottle of water.
No,
huh?
they no.
Girl, you H2O.
You better stop. Don't be clowning my kids like that. And you know how we do though. We come up with names from random ass shit.
Random
that
shit.
Looks good. I like Aquafina. I like that. Aqua?
Yeah,
Aquafina. Let's do it. What's your baby name?
How you gonna come up with that? I was just in the nail shop one day.
And her, you know, it was called, you know, acrylic. And I thought, what the hell? Let's do it. Acrylic Johnson. Okay.
That's black people for you.
You know, that's us. That's what we do. So I ain't no hater. I'm like, do you? But that was the first little girl I ever hosted. And then it just went from there. And I remember every kid, like every name, every face.
And you got a scrapbook.
Man, I got a whole freaking memorabilia of every child I've ever hosted. Every kid. I have a face. I have a party. I have something, you know. Even the ones that I wasn't able to post for privacy reasons, parents were like, nah, don't do it, whatever. Even in my mind, I remember their names. I know who they were, you know. And so it's just been freaking dope, man. I love it. I love it so much. It is my passion, for sure. It really is. Don't be yawning on me. What you trying to say? Y'all see this? He yawning and stuff, talking about something I'm boring as hell. What is that?
Boring.
No, what I'm saying? I think I'm very interesting.
You are very interesting. I'm just short breath because I smoke weed.
That's a goddamn shame. That is so sad that your marijuana is making you sleepy in the midst of my interview. Don't be yawning on me.
I ain't even high. I didn't say it was in.
Thank you, Brandon, for not being intoxicated during our interview.
Golly.
Let's be professional here. Can we be professional? Let's do it. Let's keep it that way.
Thank you for not being intoxicated.
Thank you.
I don't be intoxicated when I'm high.
This is a kid-friendly. Have you forget I worked with you?
I'm not intoxicated. I'm high, but it's not intoxicated.
What does high mean?
It means I'm high. high.
That means you're intoxicated.
I'm high.
You nuts. That's what it does. Oh my God.
If I'm drinking alcohol, I'm intoxicated.
You need to stop.
If I'm high, I'm under the influence.
You need to stop right now.
See the difference?
No.
Yes, it is, because in legality, it does. When you're drinking, they put it under intoxication. When you're high, it's under the influence. I'm under the influence. I'm not intoxicated.
Where did you read this?
I went to law school, goddammit. No.
Did you actually go?
I did, but I had to stop early. But I went
because you were high.
Yo, I bullshit you not. There's been a few classes I went high as shit. Yo, I was at motherfucking class though, like this though, high as shit, asking all kinds of questions, and they used to know I was high because I come in that bitch reeking.
Oh my God, stop.
Yeah, I did. I was reeking like a motherfucker going in there, but I was not intoxicated. Woo. I was under the influence.
Woo. That's all I gotta say. I have to talk very close to the mic.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Enough about your inebriation. Moving on.
I wasn't inebriated either.
The next question?
I was very capable of speaking.
Next question? What's the next question?
Gosh darn it! Look, she done got me started.
He always does this to me. I just want y'all to know.
Hey, so
we did this before.
So
this was how we used to banter. Go ahead.
So let me know. Look,
he misses it.
She made it feel awkward now.
He misses it so much.
I do.
Look at how he's doing right now. He had to bring it because he misses.
She's trying to hurt my feelings.
He
saying
misses
I miss
it. He does.
I miss
He misses the banter. Go.
I do. It was so fun.
It was a lot of fun. I loved it.
So seriously. I done pulled the mic. God damn it.
He didn't want me to talk anymore.
She gonna hold it up like, hey.
He didn't want me to speak.
Nah, I'm just in the process of upgrading everything.
So
right now, everything's
our wires are
janky.
so close.
Yeah.
So we have to be careful not to pull each other's mics down.
I just didn't give us no slack. See?
At all. He wanted us to be so close.
Let me tell you.
Close he wanted
let me tell you. Monday, when I had the interview with blah blah, I wasn't here for a whole week.
Oh.
And the week before I was fixing up all this.
Right.
So I had the table turned up over there. It was on the side. This room was a wreck. Come Monday, I was like, oh shit, I forgot.
You have an interview.
Yo, I had 30 minutes to fix everything up, man.
So that's why our wires are so.
That's why our wires are all messed up.
He just wanted us to be closer. That's why.
Something like that.
That's what it is. Go ahead.
But back to cuties in the cupcakes.
Yeah.
I have to ask though, because now that you're having more success.
Okay.
What you mean? Okay, you not?
I am.
Okay, what you mean? Okay.
I said okay. Like get to the point. I was like okay. All right. You know how like when somebody talking and like they're saying something, I'm letting you know I'm listening. So you know how like a person like yeah.
She literally just said, hurry up.
No, everybody's like, yes, sure, okay, right. Like when you're saying, you're like, so let me ask you.
I want to lie. Okay. Some of those filler words piss me off.
Is that what it is?
Those are filler words.
It's not a filler word. What it is it's letting you know. It's an inference that I'm listening to you.
True.
I'm hearing what you're okay. Go.
You can just nod your head.
I will.
No, I'm kidding. No, I'm just messing with you. But tell me, what now that you're getting, much more success, and I see it, Nikki, you fucking asshole.
I'm sorry, I gotta know.
That's why I can't even get the question off. So now that you get more success,
right,
with the cuties and the cupcakes, what are some more plans as far as you expanding?
Oh God. Oh. This is fun. So, guys, we are going to franchise the bus because I am going to be leaving Vegas next year. And we have a new franchisee that will be taking my place. She's actually watching right now. Shout out to you, Monique.
So you get another bus, right?
I am. I'm going to get a new one, a larger one. And that one will be going to California with me. And then the other bus will be staying here with her. Okay. She will be running it. So she will be my franchisee, basically. She's going to take over. And just kind of like what you do with any franchise, you pass on the torch to them. They just run the brand. But she basically becomes the sole owner and takes over that. And she runs the brand under me. But she will be our new franchisee here in Vegas. So we're going to keep the parties rolling. We're going to keep the market open. We're not going to leave Vegas untapped.
You catching royalties?
Well, when you do franchises, you have things that come your way in regards to the investment that you've made.
Yes.
But definitely with her, I mean, she's somebody that I feel confident is going to be able to handle it. She's got the type of personality where it's like, it'll be fun for her. And, she has kids and she, has a husband. And so.
How old are her kids? Young too?
Yeah. So her kids go to school with my kids. So her son is the same age as my son. They're both 6.
So there'd be all kinds of fun going on. So it's the same thing.
It's the same vibe. And her kids share the same vibration as my children in regards to them just loving other kids and having a very loving spirit. Especially Mason. But literally.
We have a hug, Mason.
Literally, Braxton is like Mason's twin. Like, they literally are like brothers from another mother because they act exactly alike. Like if you meet Braxton, you'll be like, oh wow, okay, man. Like we call them each other's names. That's how bad it is. And then her daughters are amazing. They love the bus. Like we did her daughter's 4th birthday on the bus with us, and then her older daughter is 8. And she's just like all about it. Can I help you? Can I do makeup? So the way that they're already kind of vested in it, I feel like it's going to be a great fit for them. And she just has the same type of spirit, same type of energy. She already owns a business of her own successfully. And then her having the ability to kind of take and go into this with parties, I feel like it'll be a natural transition for her. So we are going to franchise. And then later on, once I kind of get going out in LA, I would like to franchise my bus out and have it on the West Coast and just let it go like wildfire and really create a thing where we got cuties and cupcakes buses everywhere because we need this. We need that in these places that are untapped. I've had people in Utah call me and say, hey, do you guys come here? No. But we need you. But we need to, you know what I'm saying? I've had people in San Diego call me.
That's a funny response. You come here? No.
No.
Like there was no hesitation.
No. Too far. But
you had to pay for everything.
That's a lot of mileage there, dear. But I mean, but that lets me know that it's needed. It's a need for it's a demand because I've had people in San Diego call me.
What if they came and told you I give you $5,000?
Shit, I'm rolling.
Yes, we do.
We do that. You buy that, I'm there.
But would that cover all expenses though?
I would ship my bus for $5,000 to Utah if that's the case. You could ship it. You wouldn't even have to worry
for less than $5,000. Really?
You could. Wow. You could ship it. You could have it shipped for.
I mean, that would save mileage. That would save the engine.
You wouldn't have to drive it, and that way you could. I mean, depending on miles, and you'd still make a good little pretty penny, depending on what package they did. I mean, if somebody was to pay like that, you could do it for sure. But for me, I just, I feel like that I would like to give other women the ability to kind of empower themselves because that'd be dope, for other women to say, hey, well, I want to do something on the side. I want to create a hustle where I can do this on the side and do parties with kids, and I have a passion for that. And I would like to do this and involve my kids and be able to do those things. And then the brand itself.
Stay-at-home moms would probably be good for that.
Oh, yeah, they'd be all over it. And
they'd be good for that.
Like, the brand. I mean, the brand. Something's very special about Cuties and Cupcakes. I have no idea why it's this, but something about it. Because there's a lot of buses that are out there. I've seen it. I've looked it up. I've researched it. I follow a lot of them. They follow me. But it's something about us. I don't know why people are just really like, man, this is just, I don't know if it's the purple. I don't know if it's purple. It's the purple.
It's the purple.
It means royalty and royalty and elegance, and we come with this refined
energy. Purple rain. That's what it gets me for.
Let me just say,
Prince.
The singing,
Prince.
But we don't.
We do.
We don't.
Prince.
We don't need but we don't need. Who sings that again?
Prince.
Prince sings it.
Prince
sings that, right?
Yeah.
Well, let him do it. Anyways, moving on. That's an oldie. You didn't see that coming, though?
I did not see that
coming. Oh, my God. I got you so good.
She set me up.
I did.
She said, "Gang."
Ding, ding, ding.
Motherfucker.
Ding, ding. Stop talking. Stop singing. Look.
right.
But no, I want to franchise it because I would love to see my bus everywhere. I'd love to see Cuties and Cupcakes just rolling down the street.
Well, I see it as very feasible.
Idaho and Seattle.
I see it very feasible.
It is. It's doable.
I don't know about winter, in cold places.
Well, that's what you have heat for.
That would be...
You would definitely have to accommodate. And that's based on the franchisee. It's like, okay, well, if you're in Seattle and it snows, you're going to have to get snow tires on your bus. Well, those are the investments.
Well, they want to party outside, though.
No.
Like, you see what I'm saying? Like, my thing is like...
You could if you have heat, though.
Right. Yeah, you would... of course you're going to have the heat, but...
Because you're on the bus. It's not, as long as you have heat... As long as you have the ability
so everything is done on inside the bus.
Yes.
Okay.
So the bus is the party area. Spa stuff is done there. The karaoke is done there.
I ain't never been on that bus. I've never seen it. I've never seen it.
Physically, you've never seen it. Oh, well, you're missing out. You're missing out because it is
she's being selfish.
It's dope. And a lot of people love going on it. Like, it's so funny because when people kind of come and see
will they paint my nails if I go on there?
I would not paint your nails. I would do
I couldn't get a spa?
do it clear, but I wouldn't paint them for you and like with color. That'd just be, I'd find that to be very uncomfortable for me. You're a grown ass man.
I'm just messing with you.
Color on your fingers.
We're on a party bus.
Yeah, I
want to play the part.
You can partake in all.
I can't play the part.
You can if you want.
Okay then.
I don't discriminate.
You just did.
No, I didn't.
You just said it.
But you old. That look bad. That's what it is. It's just because you old. If you was younger,
I'm just messing.
If you was like a little boy, I'd be
I'm
messing. But you old as hell.
I don't know. There's a lot of grown people out here with their hair's done.
Yeah, that's true. However, you getting on a kid's party bus, you're looking a little sus. You're looking a little sus, bruh.
How?
With getting your nails painted?
We gotta play the part. Damn it, look, we all on here.
And look at your nails looking all nice and manicured already. No. You have. Let me say this: you have very nice feet and you have very nice nails. I've seen your feet because we did the tanning thing.
I forgot about that.
We got tan.
I was seriously like, when have you seen my feet?
We got
really
tan.
Stuck as shit. Like,
we got tan.
Then you said the tan. I was like, yup.
We got tan.
Yo, that was cold.
It was cold.
But
cold. But my legs.
She got amazing. It going on, Priscilla.
My legs.
Much love to Priscilla.
Right,
another bus. I don't know why I can't get it out.
She's a mobile bus. Yeah, for
mobile bus entrepreneur. There we go.
Indeed. So,
I don't know why I couldn't get that out. Another mobile bus entrepreneur.
He was trying so hard.
I was trying. I just basically had to stop and slow down.
Please, just take a minute. Just take
breathe.
A beat. It's the smoke in your lungs from all the marijuana.
Stop.
From all the ganja leaf.
Ganja leaf. Hey, they ain't going nowhere.
It's like that you won't get rid of. No,
you ain't happy.
But no, it's like it's.
So tell me, besides franchising out, what other kind of expanding or
what I like to do?
Yeah, not just outside the bus, but with Cuties and Cupcakes. What other kind of ideas can you incorporate with that bus? What new things? Because you always got to stay new and up to date,
of course,
right?
Yeah.
So what are some because I haven't seen the bus.
Never. You are missing out.
But she's being selfish,
buddy.
We didn't work together, and she ain't,
Well, that's because he didn't come to see it. That's his fault. He's a surgical tech, busy life.
And I got a car.
What?
No, I said, and I ain't got the car.
Oh, well, see, that's what it is. Not yet. So, let's see when he does. We're going to let him see it. That's okay.
I'm just poor.
You ain't got it. That ain't.
I'm poor.
Ain't got shit to do with being poor.
I'm poor.
A car is a luxury.
It is a luxury, but I'm poor.
But you need to stop manifesting that. Stop
no, I'm just joking.
Don't joke like that because the universe don't do jokes.
Yeah, it do.
No, it don't. No, it don't. Hell no, it don't. The universe be like, I got to laugh for you. You poor? Motherfucker, let's see how I can make it worse.
Stop playing.
I don't say shit like that. I say I'm thriving. I am thriving in abundance. Hello. Somebody. No. Like, honestly though, like as far as any other expansions, the franchising is probably the most that I've gone through, I mean, really, to be real, we do so much already.
Yeah.
I just kind of want to capitalize and expound on that because
like watch parties or.
Well, I mean, I would like
Disney
to
parties.
Well, I mean, any type of theme you want, we do that.
Oh,
we
you
do
already
that
do
anyway.
that?
Yeah, like anything that a person comes to me with. I had
See, I don't know all the things you do. Okay. That's why I'm asking. Okay. Like
now, for instance, there was a young lady that asked me to do a Billie Eilish themed sleepover. Now,
yeah, I seen the pictures.
Did you see that?
That was dope. Yeah,
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
that was.
And you said that was a sleepover.
Yes.
Yeah, that was the first time I've seen it, and I was like, oh, she do sleepovers now. Okay, that's dope.
But that's totally random. As far as like the theme itself, that wasn't a theme I had. That was something that she said, "Hey, can you do?" I said, well, what the hell? Let's try it and go for it. And it came out amazing. One of my best, to be honest. And
so do you do that? Like, do you offer that as a service now?
Yeah. Okay. That was the service when I did my interview before. But the bus was more so like the promotional tool because it was such a different thing because there are companies that do sleepovers. But we are the only party bus for girls in Vegas. So I push that as the main thing. But a lot of people have come since for the sleepover.
You ain't got no Kool-Aid bar on there?
No. We offer juice, but it's like Capri Suns and stuff. But I do want to do movie nights and stuff, like expand with that, do like the blow up screen and like projectors and all that, because I know how to do setups.
What about bouncy stuff? None of that?
Well, the reason why I haven't done that is because I'm a one-woman show right now. Apart from my children, it's just me. So when you do bouncy houses, and it's a lot of carrying and dragging. You need people to help you. So if I had like a man or a husband or something, then I probably could expand.
What you ain't strong enough. Oh, she really gonna look at her fingernails.
Let's just say this. I am the type of woman who likes to do things, but I don't like to do certain things.
I feel you.
And I feel like you work smart, not hard type of thing. Right, but I do plan, like, as I get employees and stuff, to definitely expand and do bouncy houses and do all of that stuff. Because as a party planner, as an event planner, you have to stay within the trends of what things are, you know,
and people want.
And people come to you for those things. I mean, I've been asked for all kinds of stuff. Well, do you do the jumpy houses? Do you do that? No, I don't. Do you do, this? But then also I feel like I have to kind of stay in my lane too, because when you become you do so much shit, it takes away from the focus of like what you really are there to do. And for me, the main focus,
so much stuff?
Like when you have too many things, like when you have your hand in every pot.
Too many different services?
When you just have your hand in too many pots. I mean, it's like, it's enough for everybody. There's people that do bouncy houses and they do event planning and balloon arches and all of that. That's their lane. My lane is party bus. I do sleepovers, I do picnics, you know what I'm saying? And I enjoy those things. I've been asked to do balloon garlands for people. Like, hey, can you do balloon decorations? And I'm like, I mean, I can, but I don't really do that. That's not my service. I do that for my parties, and I know how to do it, and I'm good at it. But do I want to do that as like go to somebody's store and set up a balloon? No, like I don't want to be out there with the wind trying to hang some shit up on the side of your building so that you can do your grand opening. No, thank you. But what I will do, if I have a party and somebody says I want a premium and they want balloons and they want the whole nine, I can rock it out. I can kill it for you. So I try to stay in my lane because I feel like people want to monopolize stuff so they can be the go-to for everything. And I'm more of a community type of person over competition. So I'm not trying to take everything away from everybody else. I'm really good at, if somebody does something I don't do, sending them to that person.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, I know this lady, that does balloons or she does bouncy houses. Why don't you check out her page? I don't do that. But they'll come to me for referrals. Do you know a gaming bus? Because we don't do gaming buses, but hey, I know somebody who does. I send you over here. So I really try to not just take from everybody, because I feel like, why I gotta do every fucking thing? I don't want to do that. I don't want to drag a goddamn bouncy house out and blow that motherfucker. I don't want to do it. I don't want to, that ain't my thing. But if you need a party bus, hit me up. You need some sleepovers, I got you. You want a picnic, I got you. You want to do mobile karaoke, I got you. Even movie nights, I can do that. But all that other shit y'all trying to do, you want to do? No, I'm good.
So what's the wildest thing somebody's asked from you?
I mean, I'm going to be real. In this creative space, there is nothing that someone can ask me to do that I will not attempt to do. And that's just keeping it real. Like, as far as like the party circuit goes, if you say, can you do Donald Duck. I'm gonna find it. And like, even I think I was just talking to somebody about this today. I was talking to Mo about it, and I was like, man, watch. And she had told me something her daughter wanted for Christmas, and I said, oh, I bet you I can find it. And she was like, you ain't gonna find that. She was like, don't even worry about it, because she had asked me for it. And then she's like, I want this. While I went on my damn phone, I was like, do. I was like, I found it. She was like, oh! And I was like, see, that's what I'm saying. So for me, like, I've found the most random shit. Like, people have come to me and said, like, can you do Billie Eilish? Can you do this? Can you do that? And my wheels just get to going. And I'd be like, all right, I can do it. I never have turned down a job that somebody asked me to do.
So what's the wildest thing somebody's asked of you?
Billie Eilish was probably the wildest one.
That's wild?
That was pretty wild, because it's nothing for that. And everything she has is trademarked.
So nobody's never asked anything from you that you'd be like, no.
Like, as far as a theme?
Yeah.
No. Everything, but then the thing is too, like, girls are
so if somebody came and said, yo, I want this Marilyn Manson thing.
That's you.
You
That's
know
your
who
kid.
Marilyn Manson is?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Beautiful people. I know exactly who he is. And that's your kid. You paying me. I'm going to do what you ask. I'm not here to judge you.
I'm not saying judge. That's a heck of a thing. Marilyn Manson is something
else.
else.
Service. I'm not here to tell you what to do.
Well, I'm not saying you didn't tell. I'm just want to see if you're capable of doing it.
I'm here to tell. I'll find it. I bet you I'll find it. I bet you be like,
you would dream to bust up with blood streamers and all this other stuff.
I love rock and roll. I'll make it kid friendly, but shit, I'll do it. I mean, there's no reason to.
There you go,
say
guys.
No.
Whatever you come up with, test her out.
Why say no though? Why?
Well, I'm not saying to say no.
Because it pushes your boundaries. For me, it's not necessarily about the people asking me to do it. It's for me. And I love the ability to be challenged. Like, it challenges me. Like, when she said Billie Eilish, it was like, what?
So if they came and said, yo, Freddy Cougar.
Why not? People do Chuck E. parties and all that. I've seen people do Chuck E. parties.
There's actually a Chuck E. Cheese restaurant, actually. Not the Chucky the mouse, but Chucky.
But the actual Chucky. Like,
and it's Chuck E. Cheese.
That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Everything inside
was
Chucky
themed.
Yeah, it was Chucky themed.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, there's people did.
Well, I'm not trying to point out
Halloween
to have you say no.
Oh, I know.
I want to know
what I would do.
What you would do. Like,
I would do whatever you ask in regards to the party aspect. No, no, you nasty.
I ain't say.
I would do whatever was in reason.
Because you know you're gonna have people come out with some crazy ass shit.
For the payment received, I will do whatever is asked of me to do.
So will that payment go up depending on what needs to be done?
Well, no, just depending on like what you are getting, because like with the tents and stuff, it includes the theme.
Okay.
So you pay for the actual tent setup, the tents themselves, and then you pay for the decor and the theme. So whatever theme you ask, I decorate everything in that. And I go from there. So as far as that goes, I mean, whatever a person asks me to do within reason that I can make kid friendly but still acquiesce to what they want, I'm going to do.
But you haven't gotten to somebody where you say, oh, no, that's not within reason?
No, I've never. I mean, but that's my point. Girls are predictable. They like Barbie. They like mermaids. They like,
y'all very predictable.
Girls like what they like. You know what I'm saying? So I don't see any need. I think the most, like, unique thing I've had was that Meadow wanted to be a batacorn, which is a unicorn and a bat mixed together for Halloween. So
I ain't gonna lie, I'm real big into unicorns.
But a lot of girls are too. That's the thing. Girls love unicorns. Girls love, anything with girly stuff, rainbows, anything to do with,
Well, I'm not into unicorns because it's girly, whatever. I don't know why I'm into unicorns.
The unicorns
I have a tendency of buying, like, when I see unicorn cereal, let me get that.
They're mystical, though. People like the mystical aspect of unicorns.
Unicorn candy, let me get that.
Kids love unicorns. Little girls do. And to me, it's easy because there's a certain like, formula to this.
Why you like unicorns?
I like the magical and mystical aspect of unicorns. And I like everything that goes along with unicorns.
I just think of the horses.
Rainbows. I like the idea of the magical aspect.
I don't think of no rainbows mystical. When I think of unicorns.
Everybody thinks of rainbows when they think of unicorns. Because that's what unicorns are associated with.
Have you seen that movie Legend?
Yes.
That's what I think of.
I have. There
ain't no rainbows. But it's mystical.
But it's a mystical aspect to it. Very magical, right? So that's what I see when I see unicorns. But I mean, everything I've done has been fun. I mean, it's all in fun. It's all in being creative.
Man, I'm gonna call you. I'm like, yo, this little girl want this Freddy Krueger party.
Okay.
Have you done that horror one yet?
I have done Halloween. But it was more like just like a basic, like let's do a basic Halloween type thing. But nobody's ever said, well, for Halloween, I want you to do
no scary themes yet. None.
Nothing scary. Just all like basic. I mean, the most.
Wait till you get you one of them emo little girls.
But that's the point. Like, I mean, if you think about Billie Eilish, she's pretty rock and rolling emo, right?
She is.
So the concept of her was the reason why that one was so interesting to me was because everything of hers is trademarked. So a lot of her stuff is trademarked by her and sold by her. So it's very hard to find things that are branded with her image on it. Things that deal with her in general. You have to really seek that out. So Billie Eilish was one of those challenging things where I had to be had to be creative. I had to find pillows, which was very hard to do.
Really?
End up finding them.
Yeah, I was gonna say you found some good ones.
I did, but that's what I'm trying to say.
So does she have like her own Billie Eilish?
She has her own website.
Okay.
And it sells her blankets and her pillows and her images and all that stuff on it. So for me, it was like really had to go to different places. Like sometimes you can go on one thing and find everything you need. And then with her, it was just really a like process of like, gotta get this in time, need to get this. Where's this at? Gotta find that. And then it got to a point where it was like, okay, I just need to be creative. And so that's when I start looking at stuff like, you know, well, let's use these type of lights. And, oh, she uses that green flame for everything. So, you know what? Let's find a light
she
like
love that green.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So then it became like, I had to be creative. I had to pull from my creativity and take what wasn't branded with her, but put it all together to make it look like it was supposed to be there. And that was the challenging part. So, and then put my own spin on stuff. Like, okay, well, let me put this in this rock and roll. So let me find these records and I'm going to use this in it because, you know, it's music.
Yeah.
Let me find this pillow and so it was like,
once you found the stuff,
but it was being creative. I mean, I had to use my creativity to bring it all together because it wasn't a lot to work with her. Like if you do unicorns, you can find unicorn pillows and blankets and this and that, and it's easy.
Right.
But like with her, it was more like, oh no, you really gonna have to work. You're gonna have to create. You're gonna have to use your talent to really make this come together. And when it did, even for me, I took a step back and was like, damn.
So
did that.
So what's one of the themes that you've done that you're really proud of?
That one.
That one?
That was one of my favorites.
And what's a theme that you want to do that you haven't done?
Oh shit. Well, I mean, to be honest with you, it used to be Barbie, but I'm doing Barbie on the 17th. So I finally get to touch that because I've wanted to do it for so long. And then I would no, because I've done everything now. I did Paris for my daughter's birthday, which I really wanted.
Like the theme
Parisian themed.
Okay.
And then I did another one, a tea party, which you posted on your page when you were promoting that I was going to be on here. That was my Parisian theme party that I did for somebody else. And that one came out super dope. And then I've done mermaids for the sleepovers. Came out amazing. One of my favorites. I've done LOL for a sleepover. That was really fun. Like LOL surprise.
For the
dolls. The little big head.
Okay.
I did that, and then I've done the Billie Eilish was my favorite because it was something new and unique that I never would have thought I would have done. And then like unicorns, I've done that. I've done TikTok, of course, over and over and over. I was so sick of doing that. TikTok themes. Like TikTok, the actual app.
Yeah, that's what I'm like.
That was really popular. You can buy like balloons for the colors of the actual logo, and then you go and get all these little things with music notes and everything that kind of acquiesces to that.
Yeah.
And then you pretty much just theme it out. So I've done several TikTok parties. I've done a TikTok sleepover, all that stuff. If you yawn again, I swear to God, I'm telling y'all, this yawning shit, I cannot. So yeah, that I've done some fun stuff. I have really enjoyed my time with. I've done Pop It party.
Pop It,
like the Pop It's, the little sensory toy. The ones that the kids pop it out. It's like a little toy. So they push it and it pops. And they push it in for sensory, like sensory learning and stuff for kids. You know.
Yeah,
so
I haven't seen it, but yeah.
I've done that, and I've done so much shit. Like, in 2 years' time, it's been...
So there's not one theme out there you're like, yo, I want to do this thing. Because you've done it all.
No, I mean, it's not that I've done it all. It's just... I mean, I'd have to think about it. Probably, like, maybe... Oh, shoot. It was this one cute one that this lady called me for to do. It was like a rock star theme. Mm-hmm. And I had found all the stuff. And it was so cute. But then she ended up not doing the party. And so I was like, damn, if I could do this for somebody, this would be super fun. So that would be a good one. If I could do that rock star one for her or for someone, that would be fun. That'd be cool. Because I have my whole thing ready. I got it. I know what I would do. I know exactly what I'll do. It's already in my cart. My saved items.
This is my list. Check out the
Amazon.
Yo, you know, that list on Amazon, that's something else.
Mine has 573 items.
Damn, I don't have that.
I do.
That's a lot.
I have a lot.
I got maybe like 20. Maybe.
Because people have called me for stuff and they've not booked, or people have called me for stuff and they've done, and I've done it, but I picked something else.
Right.
But it was still in my saved. So,
gotta keep it there because you might use it later.
Yeah.
You might use it later. So yeah, my Amazon list, I love it. I like how when you do buy it, it removes itself.
Yep.
That's
and
dope.
It's like, no more. We're done.
No more. Right.
Got that.
I ain't gonna lie, I like that.
I love my Amazon list because I get to go back and reference. And some stuff I don't use for one thing, and I'll go back and be like, oh shit, I did have that in there. You know what? Let's do that.
Let's rock it.
Let's go. So I'm doing Princess at the end of the month, a Princess theme party. I'm very excited about that one.
And what other themes you got going on this month?
Barbie is on the 17th, and then I have a Princess themed sleepover at the end of the month. And those are the only themed parties I'm doing. All the rest of them are just like my standard cutie party or the spa stuff, or cupcake and canvas where they decorate cupcakes and stuff like that. So all of them are pretty much the ones where the bus is already kind of, you know, what it is, and they come on and do their party that way. But the custom ones, you know, where I have to decorate and like acquiesce everything to that, I have 2. So I'm very excited about those 2 because I feel like it's gonna be dope, and it's a lot of effort and energy put into these things. I don't play around when I do my parties. I don't play. When I do it, it's a process. I be out there for hours like, nope, this is wrong, need to do that, gotta do this over. Whoop. It's a process. Anybody who see me work and see me do my thing is in awe of how I work.
But that's a good thing, though.
I work like a beast. I really do. I go into my little bubble and I don't come out of it.
But that's a good thing, though.
It is.
Because it shows that you're passionate about what you do.
I love what I do. I love it. I don't have any complaints. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love the kids. I love the decorating. I love the creativity. I love just being able to do my thing.
You have to in order to continue it.
Of course,
if you don't, you'll burn yourself out and end up hating it, and we don't want that.
And we can't have no resentments. I can't have that now.
So you know, tell them where they. Oh, we done had a whole lot there going on.
Wait a minute, there's a lot of comments. I want to read them. Let me.
You know, that's probably Monique.
You can't see?
I can't see, and I ain't getting up. I'm waiting to get my TV, guys, so that we can make that chat bigger.
That's my daughter. One of them.
There you go.
She said, "Good job, hi BFF. That's my child. There's somebody else on here. I want my adult party bus. It's a sick bus. Somebody, I think."
She said, "I want my party bus."
Oh, that's Monique right there. And then the rope. That's yay. You're doing a good job, Mom. That's my daughter. That's my baby Sanaa. She's watching too. So thank you. And my mom is watching. Hi, Mom. Hi, Mom. How are you? I love you.
She's doing it. She is doing it. Exactly.
So. Yeah, and then Mo's like, big shoes to fill. Not at all. You got this. You can do it, girl. You got this, sis. She's going to be able to handle it. She's going to rock it out, Vegas. So you get ready for her because her creativity is definitely there. She's going to carry on the torch well. So I'm proud. I picked the right person to follow in my footsteps. I feel like.
There you go. There you go. So... guys, we're going to soon be shutting it down. We are now at our hour mark.
Woo!
Doesn't seem like it, but we are.
It doesn't. It seemed like it was so much
shorter.
It felt like 20 minutes.
It's now about to be 8:15. 20.
Really?
Yeah.
Damn, that was quick.
Yeah, we started like around 8:10.
I think so.
I mean 7:10.
You and Blah Blah had a long conversation.
We did. Like 2 hours. 2.5 hours. I was looking at that like, oh my God, yo.
Jesus.
I didn't realize that. But for some reason we were going, and but Blah Blah, he's great. I like him. He's funny.
He's cool, yeah. Super cool.
But though, back to you. Tell them where they can find you.
Oh God.
You know how we do. You know you gotta put the business out there.
Well.
She's smacking in the mic.
Well, folks. You can find me on www.cutiesandcupcakespabus.com. You can also find me on Instagram, Cuties and Cupcakes Spabus. You can also find me on Facebook, Cuties and Cupcakes with a K, guys, not a C.
Yes, better spell it out for
Spabus. I know. Kuties and AND. Cupcakes, KUPCAKESSPABUS. Spabus. You can find me on all social media platforms except for like Twitter and all that because I don't like that stuff, or like Snapchat. But I do mess with Facebook, Instagram, and also my own website. And then also, guys, you can also go to like Google, Yelp. You can look at my reviews so you can see, what people's experiences have been. That way, you know for yourself that I'm not just telling you about it, but there are also people that will tell you about it. But yeah, man, like go check us out. Go follow our page, like some of our posts, check out some of my parties, look at some pictures. But yeah, I mean, we're here. We're doing the thing, man. Vegas, we're trying to take over this party game and bring some dope stuff to the kids. So if you are in market for a birthday, a sleepover, a picnic, or a mobile karaoke party, feel free to hit us up. And also, you can contact us at our contact number, 702-996-7107. That's that.
Now that's how you do a LinkedIn right there.
I'm just saying, there's many ways to find me. Or you can email me. Also at cutiesandcupcakes@gmail.com.
That was the best advertising promotion I've ever seen anybody do on the show. Shit.
For real. Or you can
you've been here. How many times have we seen people when they just, they get the bare minimum? We're like, okay, where else? And
you can go on cutiesandcupcakes at Gmail as well.
See?
And email me. If you want, I get it all the time. People email me. You guys want a consultation? Sure. She gotta hit them up. Please. But
yes, guys, y'all really do gotta hit her up.
Yeah, man. It's fun.
The little girls, if y'all got daughters, hit her up.
It's so fun.
We have a good time. It's fun, and
see, look,
they would enjoy themselves.
Look, here's the cupcake. This is actually on the bus. So you see that big pink? Let me make sure I get it in the camera.
Yo, so
y'all see that cupcake right there? This is actually on the side of the bus.
You should create a Cuties and Cupcakes fan group.
I need to create a damn merch line.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's what I'm saying.
It's on here and it's also on my shirt.
On the backside.
Yeah,
Cuties
so
Cupcake.
We're all, we all.
I won't lie though, the logo and the letterings is dope.
Thank you so much. Because the way I look at it is we want this. It's a whole brand. This is a whole movement. We're not just.
Man, you ain't got no cupcakes to go with it? You don't make no cupcakes?
We do custom cupcakes, but we don't make them. We just provide them for you. So if you have a theme in mind and you're like, hey, I want to add that, we can make it happen. I've done cupcakes with, for the 60s. Coming out, what did she call it? Peace out to single digits.
You should make up your own brand of cupcakes and sell those too.
I need to.
Cuties and Cupcakes.
But, what's so sad about that is that it becomes a very big thing with, like, licensing and stuff. Now you're a food distributor.
Yeah.
Now you have to get, the health department involved.
Well, it depends, because if you have a ghost kitchen, you don't need all that.
But I'm not about to make them. Who gonna make them? Me? I'm good.
I'm just thinking of that.
I'm
just thinking of other ways.
I want to support somebody else. Somebody else want to make some cupcakes. You call me.
Come make some Cuties and Cupcakes
for parties and stuff. But I ain't the one to be doing it. I know, like I told you, my lane. Let's stay in it. I'm not baking no damn cupcakes. I'll tell you what I will do.
See, look.
I can go pick up the hell out of some cupcakes. I can go buy some. I can buy the hell out of some cupcakes. I can buy the hell out of some balloons. I can buy the hell out of things.
She's like, I can buy the hell.
That's my talent.
I
can buy the shit out of some stuff.
I can buy things.
You're like, do you need me to buy that?
That is a skill.
It's a talent to be able to buy stuff.
It is a skill.
To be able to purchase things, the right thing, is a talent that is underrated and undervalued.
I'll be honest, that is true, because some of these party planners and stuff like that, they come up with some stuff and you be like, wow, I didn't even know that can exist. I didn't know you can use that for that.
How do you go get that? And that's what we do. We make the impossible possible. We bring forth things that you would never in your mind fathom, and we bring it to life.
To life.
That is it.
So guys, check her out. Cuties and Cupcakes. Yo, I've always enjoyed it. Check it out on IG. That's where I follow her at.
Please, man.
That's where I think a lot of her magic happens.
Most of my magic happens there, but also on Facebook too.
Yep.
Like once you post to one, they pretty much end up on both. So,
they do.
Because they're sister companies. So it's like, if I posted one place, it'll be in the other. But hey guys, I miss y'all so much. For all of my people that did watch us when we were together, I miss everybody. I miss you guys. I miss hosting and being on the show and stuff. It was really a lot of fun. It was fun.
It was
such a fun experience for me.
So guys, we're gonna shut it down. We know Nikki got get back to them kids. She got some young ones at the house.
Hi, Mason.
Hey, Mason. What's up, man? Hey, Sanar. Y'all are great, though. I love it.
Oh, yeah.
But, yeah, so, guys, make sure y'all hit her up, Cuties and Cupcakes. She's really cool. She's really great to be around, talk to. So, hit her up. Make sure y'all do it. But, again, y'all make sure y'all stay tuned to the Spot Podcast, man.
Yeah, that's another thing, y'all. Watch the Spot Podcast, man. Brandon has some dope guests on here. He talks to a lot of informative people that really can give you some good information from many, many different things. So y'all check him out and make sure to support.
Yeah, we like to.
He's supporting local business owners and all type of folks. So
I like to focus on this brother. I like to focus on the small business owners. I do, because
support this semi-black man.
They the ones who need it more.
He looks a little black, kinda.
A
little bit.
Just
semi.
Just a light.
But he can pass. He's passing, so.
Passing. Hey guys, you enjoy y'all's night, man. Remember, look out for everybody. If remember, you can be anything in this world. Always remember to be kind. That's one thing. Be kind.
Oh, look, he has a catchphrase at the end.
So you gotta show love. At the end of the day, I don't want bad things to happen to people.
He is so in tune, guys. Come on.
Trying to be.
Look at that. Look at that but kindness.
Hey, she helped a little bit. I give her credit for it. But you guys enjoy your night.
Good night, everybody. Love you.